I'm doing something a little different this time. I am going to show you the package and the figure next to each other instead of the figure in the package. This is Leader Class Optimus Prime from Age of Extinction. The box, like all the other boxes right now, has the art in the corner, white with red letters that say Transformers. There you saw my slew of other stuff on my desk. Anyway, the back shows him in truck mode, robot mode, shows Leader Class Grimlock, tells a little bit about him, tells him comes with Sword of Justice and the Vector Shield. So let's look at the figure and talk about this guy and his, if I can get a good, get my camera set up so you can see a good view of him. There we go. Okay, so here he is. He is the first Leader Class from this line I've gotten. His shield on one arm, his sword in the other, his head out of frame. There we go. Kind of have to go from a distance to get a good view of him. Sorry. He's an impressive figure looking at him from the front. I wasn't originally going to get this figure because to me he kind of looked clunky in the pictures and stuff. In person he doesn't look as clunky. However, he does have this huge backpack that doesn't go anywhere. It's just kind of there, which makes me a little sad. He's very night motif. He's got the shoulder pads, the skirt, battle skirt, the way his chest is sculpted. So I mean, they went really heavy with the night theme in this line. Paint wise, paint apps are typical paint apps on Hasbro, very minimal. But I mean, he has really, let's get in here and look at this figure. He has, focus. He has some good sculpting done on him. I mean, he has he has all these really awesome details done to him, and then they just choose not to paint. They threw chrome on him though. He's got some red and blue and silver chrome, which I'm not a fan of chrome, simply for the fact that it chips really easily. But as a display piece, standing there like this, or even with his sword raised like that in his hand, as a display piece, I'm okay with him. I think he looks fine as a display piece. He's not something I would give to a small child to play with, simply for the fact that he looks clunky. He has chrome. It's going to get chipped, and children are going to get mad that the paint's rubbing off of their figure. So yeah, I'm going to transform him. Oh, well, I guess we can talk about articulation first. So his shoulders have this ratchet joint. It's either way out or in. It doesn't really have that. There's points where it works. As you saw, his sword fell out of his hand. Only his thumb rotates. He's got no finger articulation. He does have his elbow, and it does swivel and ratchet. His shoulder movement is kind of hindered by his shoulder pads. Legs, he's got good leg articulation, again, kind of hindered because of the skirt. Knee articulation and swivel, and he's got ankle tilt. So he looks like a good figure. He is a good figure. Just one that I'm a little hesitant about. Anyway, like I said, gonna get him transformed now, and we'll talk about him in truck mode. Okay, so here we have him in his truck mode. And as you may have noticed, that his truck mode is primarily blue with red flames this time around instead of red with blue flames. They put a lot of chrome on him in this mode too. His his bumper, his grill, his visor, sides, and of course the stacks. The cool thing about this figure is that his wheels are actually rubber this time, so that's kind of cool. He looks really cool in his truck mode. So yeah, there's him in his truck mode. Let me give you a comparison shot. I forgot to give you a comparison shot in robot, but there's the Voyager class Optimus next to the Leader Class Optimus. As you can see, there is a huge difference. Quite the difference in size of the figure. So, yeah. Anyway, I like this figure. Overall, it's a solid figure. The transformation's a little bit wonky. You know, there are other reviews that show the transformations. I don't right now, but it is wonky. It's a little weird. He is basically a shell former. Everything folds up and goes right in there. He just folds up underneath the cab. So he is a shell former. Most of these from these lines, I mean, as you can see right there, is the rest of him. I would have loved this to be the legs instead of just this hollow, empty sliding piece. But you know, it is what it is. These are actually the legs down here, up here. So, solid figure. I wouldn't call it a must-buy. If you're going to collect the whole line, yes. If you're an Optimus Prime fan, yes. Otherwise, pass. Pass on this figure. It's not the greatest figure. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm glad I have it. Not one for kids. One for collectors. If you're a collector, you need Optimus Prime. I would say get this one. But wait till he's on sale if you want to get him. He's not worth the price that you're going to pay for him. That's my opinion. That's my view. Take it or leave it. But this has been Cobra Wars, and until next time.